did. You broke my heart. You're on the app. I do not approve. I do not approve. Why are you on the app still?
Very busy with life
Okay.
and trying to adjust. And I tried two apps and I don't even go there. When I do, the response is hello, how you doing? What are you doing? Good
Hmm.
morning, good night. I just don't have any more interest.
You're experiencing that on the apps.
Yes.
So why are you up there?
One of them is Facebook.
I mean, you're really trying to piss me off. You're really trying to piss me off now. Facebook. Oh my god. But I almost threw up.
TikTok wasn't bad. It wasn't good either.
Right. I mean,
Someone, I mean, someone. I'm sorry to say, but they're either demanding or they are just want to accomplish things, or they're not serious at all.
what things are they trying to accomplish?
I don't know.
I think you do know, Luna.
I do know, but I don't want to say it here.
Gotcha. Welcome to dating apps.
I hate them.
Welcome to dating apps.
But last time I talked to you, you said go out and try it, and not dating app in general, but dating.
Mm-hmm. And how did that go?
Disappointment.
What did you try?
Nothing.
Well,
I've been asking people to set me up friends, and I've been, trying to do the best to become the best version of myself and make an affirmation and, look healthy and beautiful inside out.
right.
And hopefully God will present itself or
Mm-mm.
Mr.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works. God
And
can
he,
God can control the harvest, but like you still have to do the work, right? Like you can't want a job and then not fill out job applications. You gotta do your part. You must plant seeds. Okay? You're doing the things that you're comfortable with doing.
true.
You're comfortable in the house. You're comfortable working on yourself. You're probably not comfortable putting yourself out there. That's what must be done.
I live in the middle of nowhere,
Okay.
so I don't think there is good selection either. So at least that's what I think. So that's why I'm in apps.
And how far away are the men who are on the apps that you're matching with?
That I talk to here and there, within the states, within the PHX.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, you gotta get out of your comfort zone, love. What you're telling me is a couple of rationalizations as to why you don't think you should get out of your comfort zone. If you're not getting the results you want in any domain of life, that means you must get uncomfortable.
What's the best setting or spaces that I need to be at? Then
I feel like we talked about this, right? Static environments. I say that every live. A place where you go and you see the same people every time you go there. All right? And then you have to engage with people when you're in said environment. Men and women, romantic prospects and platonic prospects. So
that is the problem with me.
yeah, you gotta position yourself. Somebody said, "Man, people got to focus on themselves. Everything else will follow." That's not how that works, love. It doesn't work that way. See what you're saying. I'm giving you an example. I had a old manager who he was really in shape, really fit, built like a Spartan. And people would ask him, how did he get in good shape? And his response would be like, I don't know, bro. I eat whatever I want. And I'm like, your metabolism is that high? You eat whatever you want? And he was like, yeah, I eat whatever I want, right? I was like, wow, he's lucky. He has a high metabolism. And when I used to watch him eat, he would eat grilled chicken and sweet potatoes every day. And I remember asking him, I was like, I thought you said you eat whatever you want. And he was like, I do. And I was like, so you never like eat junk food or anything like that? He was like, no, I don't want that. So when I heard you eat whatever you want, I heard you eat a lot of junk food and you stay lean. That's not what he meant. He's eating in a way that would naturally keep you in shape. So this commenter is saying people need to focus on themselves. For her, she's probably living a active life, a social life. And for her, focusing on herself is probably her naturally doing things that would lead her to a romantic connection. Other people who stay in the house all day hear that and they think, yeah, I can just stay in the house all day and it will follow. It don't work like that. You have to do activities, do things, engage in a process that will lead you to the outcome that you're looking for. If you are not engaging people, how are you going to find a person? That's how that works.
That's true.
You're trying to fish, but you don't want to get in the boat. So I'm not saying make that the focal point of your life. Still focus on yourself. When I say static environments, I mean do things you actually enjoy. So environments where you see the same people over and over again, okay, yeah. But when you choose those environments, make sure those are things that you actually enjoy. For some people, that may be salsa dancing classes. They like to dance salsa. And while they're doing something that they are enjoying and they're engaging with people, they may connect with someone who could potentially be a romantic prospect. So you're trying to find a holistic strategy where, yeah, you are positioning yourself to get what you want while also actively living your life.
Okay. I will do my best. Next time I talk to you, I'll have some improvement.
All right, Luna. I'm counting on you, love. I got a lot of faith in you. I want good news next time we talk, all right?
I'll definitely log out of the apps.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Take care, love.
Thank you. All right. Bye.
I appreciate that comment, Angie. I'm definitely using that as a clip. Clips is booming on Instagram. Them motherfuckers eating them clips up. Instagram and Facebook. Facebook has the most negative, miserable people I've ever experienced. I don't really get negative comments on TikTok or Instagram, really. Facebook, they take a big stinky dump on you, man. It be old white women, too. It be old white women giving me the business on Facebook. I'm like, slow down, Becky. What did I do? They be mad as shit, bro. All caps, exclamation points. Be completely missing the point. Misunderstood the whole video. Whole video misunderstood. Mad as shit, though. Mad in a motherfucker. Fat. Okay, let me chill out. I be shooting back, too. I be shooting back. Hell yeah. Some of y'all grandmas been getting that work. I go to their profile pic. Eat them up. Eat them up. And they get mad. They're like, oh, they do that response. What did you think was going to happen? I go low. Below the belt every time. Below the belt. Right into insecurity. That's what I do. Don't play with me. Hannah, you a fool for that one. You a fool for that one. All right, who else do we got? Who else do we have? It's funny because I'm streaming on Facebook, right? I forgot I was streaming on Facebook when I said that. Facebook, I do respect y'all, and I appreciate your love and support. Just so y'all know. Mary, hello.
Hi.
Hi. What can I do for you? There we go. I guess she just wanted to say hello. I appreciate it, Mary, but you must be blocked now, because why are we wasting time? Twitch, what's happening, brother? You get cursed out today? Hopefully it was a very peaceful evening. Huh? Peaceful evening with the wifey. Oni, what's happening? I knew I heard some ass. What's going on, Oni? What's happening, love? I said there's some thickness somewhere. I can hear it. Oni must be here. Oni, how many followers and DMs have you gotten since you've been on these lives? Talk to me. I'm good, Peter, Sanita, how are you? Is it Peter? It can't be Peter. One DM? We'll fix that, Omni. Don't you worry, we'll fix that. Oh, you still in Texas, Omni? I don't mean to blow your spot up. Is it normal for a guy to be too sweet so early on the second days? Hold on. Is it normal for a guy to be too sweet so early on the second days we know each other? All right. I feel like I'm trying to solve the Da Vinci Code with this shit. Hold on. Do you mean like the second date? And what do you mean by too sweet? Let's ground that to behavior. What is he doing that you are perceiving as too sweet? Omni, why are you in Minnesota? That made me feel a little better. I feel that way. If you just focus on yourself, things will happen. You focus on yourself, but you still have to do the things. Right? You have to engage in a process. People are too focused on outcomes, they're not focused on process. Man, Maz, clip that. That's a video. That's a video. Focus on outcomes, not the process. They don't even know what the process is. No one has elucidated to people what the process is for them to get the outcome they seek. It's like the equivalent of somebody going to the gym. They want to in shape. They want to be really good, like really in shape, but they don't know how to work the machines. They don't have proper form. They don't know anything about macros. So it's not gonna work out. They're going to the gym though. Y'all seen people go to the gym, they doing goofy ass workouts, using the equipment all wrong. On the elliptical, got a big ass on the elliptical. Right? And it's like, well, you're doing the wrong thing. Appreciate you, Hannah. My business is expanding out. It ain't the only thing expanding on me. Hey, it ain't the only thing expanding. I've seen a few expansions. I've been to your page. Hostile takeover. That's what I call it. Hell yeah. But congrats, love. I'm glad to see that you're doing well financially. Have you put the love life on pause? For people who are watching, I know Umni, so I'm messing with her. Coach, how healthy do you eat? Ever indulge in sweets? My diet is really not that great. I stay in like a caloric deficit, but my macros are all over the place. Omni, we got to talk about that. I'm sure you can keep the love life active and expand the business simultaneously. There's nothing out here, and I accepted that. There's always things out here. You just have to wade through all the bad options. And the number has increased. Most people out here are damaged. What's your go-to snack? It switches, man. Like Reese's, is definitely a big one. Or like Cheetos, for sure. Snow bunnies forever. Cookies as well. I used to fuck some insomnia up. Crumble cookies as well. Insomnia is better than crumble, but I like novelty. So them changing cookies every week speaks to my heart. We look alike and we have a similar niche. Are you my brother? Let me check it out. Hey, we do look kind of alike. My father did bust a lot of nuts. He did bust a lot of nuts. It is possible. So I'll refrain from making any comments about your nice profile pic just in case shit gets weird. Would it be narcissistic of me to be somewhat attracted to someone who looks like me? Isn't that where the story of like narcissist comes from? When he fell in love with his own reflection. Was Narcissus gay? He was gay, wasn't he? That Greek story? When he looked into are you gay if you fall in love with, if somebody cloned you, you were like, I want to tap that ass. That's gay, right? They didn't teach us that lesson in high school when we learned that story. But yes, you're playing love. I'm not, because I have 8 half siblings, one of which is 6 or 7 years old, and I am 35. I'm 35 years old. My father doesn't know what a Trojan feels like. I would be crazy over me. I get it, Omni. I get it. A lot to play with. A lot of knobs and you're like a fidget toy. Built like a fidget toy. That's what I think. That's a good way to describe you. Omni. Built like a fidget toy. Be great for a neurodivergent person. I'm only like just shooting the shit with the chat and we ain't got no questions. You ain't got no questions? What's going on? That's why the afternoon lives are so much more enriching. They come there with questions. They're trying to solve their problems. Y'all here trying to joke. I could probably pop some questions out. Hit me with them, man. We here to educate. You feel me? Danny's trying to join. Let's see what Danny want to talk about. D Money.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, dude?
Nothing much. Walking home from the gym.
Hey,
Figured I'd hop on.
Get them steps
Do
in,
the
baby.
usual Dallas stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, for anyone that's new here or the regulars, March Bud and the Mods are going to Dallas August 14th to the 17th, where we got an Airbnb and we got a few spots open. So we're going to decide who gets to join us next Saturday. Just DM me. I'll send you the form to fill it out. And we'll give you more details there. What am I missing, Mark?
I was distracted. God damn it.
I have like gym brain right now, so like I'm.
Yeah, so we're having a raffle. In order to enter the raffle, you have to be following Danny and you have to DM Danny. He's going to send you a form to fill out. And if you've been a client of mine, if you purchase the 1-hour coaching call, you get 3 additional entries into the raffle. And if you purchase the implementation package, you get an additional 3 entries. So you get a total of 7 entries. So follow Danny, shoot him a message. We're also going to have, ideally, assuming Danny can figure out the logistics, in live Q&A there. So this is an opportunity to take this digital community and bring it to the real world. So if you would like to stay in the Airbnb, message Danny. Your price is going to be $300. It's not a free trip. Okay? That will be your portion to cover. It's a huge place. And if you're just in the area and you don't get selected or you just want to hang out, you can come to the Q&A or the little meetup that we're going to have, and that should be a good time. It's August 14th through the 17th, okay? Look, you say 300 ain't bad. Danny, how many people ain't paid yet? Y'all know I put a stack on that hole just to help people out. I was like, let me go ahead and take care of my folks, huh? Show my appreciation. Yeah. Still ain't paid.
Yeah, Mark and I are fronting a solid bit of it, so making it as easy as possible for you guys to enjoy this. You just gotta, show up and pay.
Exactly. Be your own people, man. I gotta build up my white audience. So next time we do this,
no, I imagine they're stingier.
Expeditiously.
Yeah. Other than that, no questions from me. I'm not really talking to anyone. I can't really say I'm in the mood to, but I'll let you answer some of these other questions.
So Queen, you're not focused on Queen at all. The Queen survivor.
I just met the woman.
Oh, the Queen survivor.
Yeah.
Surviving Danny.
Yeah, we'll see if she survives my patience.
Okay, I'm glad I thought you were going to end after survives. I was going to say, whoa, got dark really quickly. But she's in good hands. She's in God's hands. We prayed over, and she'll be all right. And she said she's not heading out until she gets some of that Danny.
It's on her bucket list, on her make-a-wish.
I told Danny he got to give her some demotherapy. So we're going to make it work out. All right, brother. I'll holler at you, man.
All right. I'll holler.
All right. Questions, people. I think I saw some questions in the chat. Let me scroll up and see if I can address anything. Unless we got another caller. Hello. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Is this like a general Q&A? Like I get asked pretty much any question?
Yeah, about dating and relationships.
Yeah. I have a question. So the question is honestly premised on, though, if you go to the gym, because if you don't go to the gym, you might not understand the culture that's happening between me and the person at the gym.
Sure. Okay. I mean, we got some fat people here, but I understand you. Go ahead.
No, I mean, you specifically, you can't, you'd only be able to answer it if you, okay. So basically, there's this guy at the gym that we go at the same time every day. We're both there for 3 hours every day. We both go at the same time,
Damn.
And I didn't really notice him until I started seeing him there all the time. So, everybody develops their gym crush or whatever, but I usually act on my gym crushes, and this is the first time I feel like it's not being reciprocated. And so I really want to know from a man's perspective whether he's just A, not into me and I should just let it go,
right,
or B, if I'm not being direct enough. So if I give you an idea of the exchanges that have happened up until this point, do you think you'll be able to tell me?
Absolutely. She's definitely new here, Chad. Yes, 1,000% I can give you clarity on this. So tell me what's going on.
So first, I started seeing him around, and then when he does his 30 minutes of cardio, I walked up to his treadmill, and I was like, "Oh, do you come here often?" Because that's my pickup line. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I see you, blah blah blah. I see you around." And then we just started talking. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm from here. You from here?" And then we had a little 5-minute conversation. And then he gave me a fist. He was working out, so he gave me a fist bump. I let him be on his way. Ever since then, he fist bumps me pretty much almost every day at the gym. He'll come up and fist bump me. We'll have a "How are you doing? How was your weekend? Cool, blah blah." And then we're on our merry way. And I just kept thinking to myself, damn, he's not advancing this. So let me advance this. I waited 4 weeks of this, was going on for 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And so the last 2 weeks ago, I asked him for his Instagram. I was like, "Oh, do you run a fitness page?" And he's like, "Oh no, I just have because I run a fitness page on my Instagram." He's like, "Oh no, I just have a regular Instagram." And he really does. It's regular. There's no fitness stuff on there. But I followed him He never DM'd me. I waited, this is like 2 weeks ago. He's not DM'd me. So the fact that we followed each other and I didn't get a DM just shows me, like, between the fist bumps and the fact that I feel like the ball has totally been in his court, and I've done everything I can to show interest at this point, and I just think I gotta let it go. But at the same time, I'm not getting it because he approaches me to fist bump me, has the conversations with me. I don't approach him anymore. I've just been trying to, like, steer him. And he'll watch every single one of my stories. He'll like every single one of my thirst traps. I'll intentionally post a crazy thirst trap knowing that he's going to see it and like it.
Right.
And he does.
And what's your Instagram? For research
It's the
purposes?
it's the same thing. Kim is strong. It's the same thing on my Instagram.
For me to answer your question, I have to also look at the thirst traps. Keep talking.
Oh, I guess. I mean, they're on my stories. They might be, yeah. So I feel like at this point, I think it's just clipped. It's been a month and a half. I've been the one pretty much like advancing it, but I'm not being direct. I'm very much so, I'm keeping it cool and casual because the thing about gym crushes is I'm there every day. So if I straight up ask him out, first of all, I'm not going to do that. That's not the type of woman I am. I wouldn't respect him if I had to do that.
Right.
And then B, like, if it does go south, now we in the same gym and I got to switch gyms.
Very important question for you.
Sure.
Are the thirst traps still posted on your story?
No, not really.
Okay,
not right now. No, not now. Not
I
today.
was about to say, what I'm seeing right now needs work. Not very thirsty. But continue.
No, there's not enough right now.
Okay.
You missed all
I missed it.
All
right.
You missed all the booty gains. It wasn't leg day today.
All right.
So yeah, I just think, I mean, I'm already at a place where I've kind of given up, but I'm just wondering if maybe he's too nervous to say something or like, nah.
Okay, so is this guy like incredibly attractive?
Yeah, why would I go for, of course, what do you mean?
No, I got you. Okay. So he's incredibly attractive and really good shape. How many Instagram followers does he have?
Like 200.
Okay. A lot of times, how old are you two, by the way?
I'm 27. He's like 34.
All right. So it's only two possibilities. The first one is, before I get to that, is he only liking the thirst traps?
No.
Okay.
He likes my flexing.
Okay.
He likes my flexing posts.
Okay. So either he's just not interested, or he just doesn't feel the need to initiate. Because when men start to cross a certain threshold in desirability, not all of them, but more and more of them these days, they're used to being kind of pursued.
I know what you're saying. I actually do know what you're talking about. Like, all the men that I date, I do tend to go for, like, I go for six-pack abs, gigantic. I only go for gigantic Hulk men. I really don't go for any other type. And all those men do have this, I don't know, this persona about them where they probably I know they're getting women approaching them all the time.
Exactly.
And so you're probably right. They do want someone to chase them. But I also feel like these men are still men, though. Men are still want to be predators, and when they want something they like, they're gonna go for it. It's
to a point, but he's at Golden Corral right now, and he's unbuckling his pants. Whew, I'm stuffed. That's the dynamic that's at play. So it's like there's a lot of options to choose from, and beautiful women are plentiful. Well, you're in a sticky situation. Right? Great analogy, right? I told you I'm the analogy king. What are we talking about?
That was a good analogy. I'm actually like, you're probably totally right about this, really.
So, I mean, you have two options. Either one, just like leave it alone, move on, find another Incredible Hulk to go after, or initiate.
Here's the thing. I don't want to, you're right. And that's probably the end of it. And you gave me your answer, so I'm not going to keep your time. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to be the gym thought. So I can't just start going and just, like, he fist bumps me every day and it's public and it's every day, you know, like I don't want to just go for another gym guy, and then he's there too, so he's gonna see it when it's happening. I guess I shouldn't care.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't care, but it's like, it's just what you want to do. Because I would say him liking your Instagram stories regularly, it's not a certain thing. I'm just thinking from a probabilistic frame, right? I would say that he does find some attraction. It's not urgent enough for him to pursue because there's just so many other women.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, I knew my answer. I feel like sometimes you just need confirmation. Like I was like, all right, I should let this go because this is clearly not going anywhere. But I was like, maybe I need a guy's perspective before I did that, because I know guys say to me all the time, oh, you know, I just don't want to be harassing women at the gym, so I keep it platonic as long as possible because I don't want to.
Yeah, but that's different because like you started the conversation and you even took it further than that by asking for Instagrams.
You're probably right.
To
Yes,
a guy
at this
who's
point.
used with women who probably is really good at reading signals.
Yeah,
like you're going to, like,
you
the
know
nerd
what?
in
You're
the
probably
corner.
right. I'm overthinking. It's a done deal. Well, there goes another one. Another one bites the dust.
Right.
One more Hulk lost to the forest.
You'll find another one.
Okay. Well, thanks so much.
All right, love. You take care. All right. Remember, ladies, when y'all initiate, remember the feminine way to initiate is to create an opening, right? Like you create an opening. And remember the Hannah method. You create an opening. Hannah's methodology is to go to someone and ask for help. That's not the only thing she does, but it's one way that she goes about doing it. Now, when Hannah does this, after the man helps, if he does not try to progress things, she assumes disinterest. Correctly so. Correctly so. The hardest part for us men is initiating the conversation. That's the hardest part. After we're already in it, it's easier. The hard part is over. Right? So if you've gone that far as introducing yourself, and in that caller's example, even asking for the IG, so now he has direct access to you, man, he don't make no shit shake. Shit ain't shaking unless you throw yourself at him. That's just how that works. That's just how that works. I'd argue she went a little bit too far with asking for the IG. Because then it's like, when you get to that point, you're taking the masculine role. And to the guy who already has determined that he's not really wanting it like that, then it kind of comes across as like eagerness. Like you're a bit eager. So let's do a little bit. Let's do a little bit. Just enough to get some data.
Yo, still my man.
What's going on, man?
I'm doing much, man. Like, good, man. I mean, nothing. I just wanna say hi, man.
Nice. Has anything changed for you since the last time we spoke, bro? It's been a minute.
No, bro. Like, I'm OPC on my everything God. Like, my everything God.
Gotcha. It was the same old, same old.
Yeah, man.
You still have that friend that we talked about last time?
Oh, heck no. I'm moved on.
Moved on?
I need you, man. I mean, calling like God is moving, man. I mean, truly, my God.
I got you. I got you. So have you been like social with anybody else since?
Oh, yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
There we go.
I like pool parties and all that.
That's what's up. That's what you got to do. You got to just keep the social energy up, brother. Just the more people you meet, the more likely it'll happen. All right.
Oh yeah, dog. But you need to post some gym content.
Some gym content. I did say I was gonna post some gym content. I haven't done it yet.
Oh, come on, dude.
Dude, I took like a little not a tripod. It was like one of those magnetic phone holders to the gym, and I didn't like there was really nothing to put it on. Like, I didn't like the angles for it.
Oh wow.
But once I get it done, I'm gonna let you know, all right?
Or do post it on this TikTok page, but on a separate page.
On a separate page? Yeah. You know, that's a good idea. I have another account. I don't post on it all. I kept getting like,
You?
yeah, I have a separate, I don't post on it though. But it was because I kept getting banned on lives when I was just talking crazy up here. So I created another account, but there's no videos up there. So I might got to post some gym content up there.
Or some, like, some good, some you. On that, are you 29?
Am I what?
29.
29? I'm 35, brother.
The fuck?
That's right. Look good.
Oh.
Look
Yeah,
good.
damn, dude.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You, my guy.
I appreciate you, bro. But I got a line building up, man. I got to talk to you soon, all right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, brother. Take care. All right. Let's see what Nicole talking about. Hello. There we go. Yeah. Get it, auntie. That's what I'm talking about. Get it, Nicole. I'm gonna talk to you later. Nicole, we just had a little jam break real quick. Little intermission. Y'all be coming up with just the most random ass backgrounds. How is she on the live with the music playing like that? What in the live are you even hearing, Nicole? You got pretty ladies here, mate. Bro, I be trying to tell my guys to come through. My guys don't want to come through because they enter the room and they see like a lot of women here and they leave. I'm like, that's the ideal situation, is it not? It's like a 4-to-1 ratio in this bitch. Get in here and shoot, just not at any of mine. Some of them have been marked. Do not shoot at those. I will block you. But some are fair play, and that is your prerogative. Nicole, how could you even hear me? How did you even hear me? Taylor, you already know what time it is. You already know what time it is, Taylor. It's only a matter of time, baby. Send the list. I can't send the list, Umi. What's up, Snow Bunny? How do I initiate a conversation with the lady? Oh, it's your perfect opportunity now, brother. There's a lot in the room. Talk to him. Just talk to him. I'm going to give you some game, brother. Okay, I'm going to give you some game. This is going to be a different strategy, okay? But this is a strategy that will work very well for you if you have the patience to do it. When you enter a room like this, like even a real room, but a live works the same, just start engaging with people. Just start engaging with people. Just start talking to people, right? Spreading good vibes, spreading good energy, okay? Women are very observant and they like to know where the energy is. They take notice of the men who have the good energy, okay? A lot of guys, they do the wrong thing. They just beeline to like a woman that they're interested in. You gotta let shit, you gotta preheat the oven a little bit, okay? Gotta preheat the oven a little bit. So you go out, you just engage, you just be the chill, cool guy who spreads good vibes. When you do that, you attract a certain level of attention. You put yourself in a situation where people may be pre-sold on you before you even approach them because they've observed you and observed how you moved. So I would do that. Okay? I would do that. When you come in a live like this, just engage in the chat. Some people come in this live and they just immediately start talking to like a random woman in the chat. That's not how you do it. Come in this live, just start talking. Be one of the recognizable faces. One of the guys who contributes, adds value. You know, talks to people like he already knows them. People will start recognizing you and then associating you with just positive vibes. That's how you want to do it. That's how you want to do it. I think you said that you were shy. You got to get over that. You can't be shy as a man. You just can't. Women can get away with being shy. Men cannot get away with being shy. Shy is just fear. When you say you're shy, you're just afraid. Only way to get over a fear is to face it. You have to conquer it. So exposure therapy is needed. Okay? Seem like a good looking dude. I don't know. You got to fit it on. You might have a weird head. I don't know. When I see fitteds, I think weird head. Maybe yours is normal. I'm assuming so. But just go spread some good vibes, man. Plant some seeds. Let me know how that works for you. You said it ain't free, so I'm trying to know what the price is. Whoa. Listen, Omni, you're very thick, but here's the thing. Danny is too. Too much thickness. I gotta be honest. Too much thickness going on. You seen Danny's thighs? Thick boy. It's a thick boy. That's a thick boy. It's the white Buffy the body. Okay? White Buffy the body right there. All right? That's too much thickness. One of y'all gotta get a bit more petite. Coach, do women sometimes not recognize when you're joking? It's actually a litmus test for me. If you don't get my sense of humor, we're not going to be a good fit. Like I've dated like one or two women who like just didn't get my sense of humor because it's very dry sometimes. I communicate jokes in a very serious tone. It's like The Office or some shit. They don't get it. I'm like, we're not going to work. And there's others who are like, that's inappropriate. We're definitely not going to work. We're definitely not gonna work. I need to be free, baby. I gotta be free. You feel me? I gotta be able to say what I want to say. I didn't realize she was the one who played Judy in ATL. Who? Once a cheater, always a cheater? Nah, that's not how that works. He got body yaddy. Danny got body yaddy, man. Danny got body yaddy. Hell yeah. Look at Danny's profile pic. You can tell. You can tell. That's what I'm saying. Him and Uni. And don't let y'all have a child. Thick ass baby. Thick ass baby. Ass clapping out the womb. We don't want that. We don't want a baby that thick. Baby shouldn't be that thick. He's gonna be born with birth defects. They're gonna have to put him in the THICU. Not the NICU, the THICU. They're gonna invent a whole new section of the hospital. The THICU with thick ass babies who need some extra care. We don't want that. We don't want that. You don't want to bring a life into this world like that. That isn't kind. All right. THICU was goated, by the way. That's goated. Okay, the shorty drop. Let's see, is Andrew still here? Again, people, if you have a question pertaining to dating and relationships, you can hit the button at the bottom of the screen with the blue and pink person, request up, and I will solve your issue, whatever it may be. I haven't been stumped yet, by the way. Actually, chat, I think there was one question. Remember we had Shorty call in? Some of y'all, a lot of y'all are new here, but I've been doing this live for about a year now. Got a few OGs in the chat. Hannah was here when I had like 20 people in the chat. Hannah, what was like a question I was stumped on? I think one question was Shorty was dating this guy and he was paying all of her bills and paying her kids' way through school, and he didn't request anything of her. I think they were long distance. They went on like 2 dates. It's been like multiple years, and he's still paying tuition and still checks on her. I was like, whoa. She never did call back, did she? That was a while ago. It was probably like, what, 4 or 6 months ago? Oh, she's clearly using him, but I'm saying, how is he incentivized in that situation? Typically, when you want to understand human nature, you want to understand what they are incentivized. In other words, you want to see what reward they're seeking. She was like, well, he got money. I'm like, yeah, sure, but why is he doing that? Why is he so invested? He doesn't see you. Best I could come up with was this was like a kink. This is a fetish of some sort. And I think I told her if you were to date somebody else, he probably would stop doing it. Do you recall what her response to that was? Mods. Perhaps he considers her a charity. That's not it. Because she wasn't like destitute. She had money as well. You don't think he was lonely? No, I told her he probably has this arrangement with a few women. I looked at it as like a kink, a fetish. So I think I told her, if you were to date somebody else, I had a tough one when we first got started. You probably don't remember. Drop it in the chat and see if I can recall it. I like the juicy ones though, because I like to use my strategic muscle. But I was like, yeah, if you date someone else, he's probably going to stop doing that. He might want a bit of control of some sort. What are some places to go on a first date? Wherever you want to go. Are you like choosing the venue, Nicole? That's normally like a question guys ask me. So are you the one choosing the venue when you go on dates? I don't recommend that. There's definitely some strategy with the first date. Oh, he asked you where you want to go? Just tell him wherever you want to take me. And see what he says. You don't have to pick a place. Let him pick the place. See, this is why I gotta coach men, you know? Because it's annoying. What do you mean you're asking her where she wants to go? Just fucking. What to do if I was talking with a guy and he thinks we will start dating next semester, but I don't? What to do if I was talking with a guy and he thinks we will start dating next semester, but I don't? Don't date him. What's the conundrum there? Arena, you're some good milk for my young guys who love the winter weather, shall we say. Big fan of Elsa. Not the biggest fan of Dr. Umar. Arena is prime calcium. So you might want to go shoot at that. You might want to go shoot at that. Not gonna lie to you. Now, I'm lactose intolerant, but if your stomach can take it, then take it. Don't take it. Poor choice of words. Ask for it, and if she willingly gives it to you, receive it. She's Russian? I might take that back. I'll take an upset stomach for some ice cream. Yeah, Russian does make sense. She has the same name as me and I am. Okay, got 2 Russians in the chat. Hey. Hey. I've never experienced a Russian. Never experienced a Russian. I did talk to a Ghanaian and Russian hybrid though. Shorty was like a golden doodle. The most beautiful. When I first saw a golden doodle, I was like, what is that? That's gorgeous. That is a gorgeous dog, right? That's golden doodle. I didn't know that type of person was made. We need to make more of those. We need to make more of those. The world needs more of those. Russian Ghanaian mix. That was a good mix. Great combination. All right, what kind of questions do we have? What kind of questions do we have? Y'all make me free associate me. I don't ask questions. And I say things that may get me in trouble. I don't want to do that. GG, did I see you join the chat? What's up, GG? GG. Post one more time, thinking always. I think I was going on like a rant. Say it again. Say it again, and I got it. I promise you I'm locked in. I dated 1.5 years, woman shaped like Serena and took Zepbound, changed her whole physical appearance. Okay. Okay. She took Zepbound, changed her whole physical appearance. All right. So she dropped some weight. Was she like Skeletor? Did she get real like sick looking? Or what? Good, GG. Hope you are love. Lost everything. Went to probably a size 2, 14 pounds of lean muscle loss. Yikes. And then what happened? Losing muscle is not the way. People take like those peptides and they don't work out, and you can't not work out. Your caloric deficit is going to be too extreme. You're going to lose muscle mass. Your body prefers to lose muscle over fat. So you got to get that protein up and lift weights to keep it. I said that for the gym cutie, so she knows what I'm talking about. You feel me? Then what happened, thinking always? By the way, anyone with anxious attachment, I just dropped like a masterclass on YouTube. Link in bio for that. It's at The Signal Dating. I also stream these lives on YouTube, so definitely go like and subscribe. But you're struggling with anxious attachment, it will help you. Snowbunny, you say you have a gym crush? I thought you weren't dating right now. What changed? If you have a gym crush, you can initiate, just don't do too much. I really tried, it impacted intimacy and attraction, super disappointing. Okay, I get it. So it was just, so she was like skin and bone. You cannot do doggy with skin and bone. Let me not get too graphic. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. If she's skin and bone, tailbones hurt. Tailbones hurt. I know exactly what you went through thinking always. That's probably what you're thinking always about. That pain. That pain. Waking up sore. You can't have that. So what was the question that you asked when you brought that up originally? Elise, can you drop the question again? I didn't see it. I just had flashbacks to that tailbone hurt. I got ghosted. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. Not me, though. I'm just playing. Yeah, it happens to everybody. Happens to everyone. I don't know how to attract men I find attractive. I think it might be, hold on, inadvertent avoidance. So you do attract men that you don't find attractive? I was just trying to figure out a way to get through that without the same physical attraction. Oh, you can. If you don't have any kind of desire for her, how long were y'all together? How long were y'all in the relationship? I just had a wave of tiredness hit me out of nowhere. I think the Vyvanse has calmed down. 1.5 years wasn't long enough. Listen, when you're with someone, especially as a man, you get like husband goggles on. You get husband goggles. Okay? Meaning your love for that person is such a high degree that it can withstand some loss of attractiveness. Right? In order to put on those goggles, though, you must with them long enough. You must be with them long enough for that type of love to deepen. So you've been together with your woman for like 20 years, and she like has like a burn accident, burnt to a crisp. You know, you go to the cookout, is that hot dog's burnt just right? That's your girlfriend. Now, if you were with her for like 20 years, you might be like, that's Susie. Susie's in there. I love Susie. I've been with Susie for a very long time. I see Susie when I look at this shit. Now, if you were with Susie for 1 year, this is what Susie gonna see when she come home. Susie ain't seeing shit. Susie ain't seeing shit. You weren't with Susie long enough for there to be a deep enough love and connection. to withstand that hit. You get me? So yeah, you were with Shorty for 1.5 years and she has that drastic of an appearance change. Not nothing you can do, brother. You can't negotiate desire. Now, Ariana, you asked me, how can you tell someone's attachment style before you date them? Ariana, I feel like you watch these lives. You know what you remind me of, Ariana? Shorty from 50 First Dates. You ever seen that movie with Adam Sandler, 50 First Dates? Where Shorty was knocked upside her damn head, and every time she went to sleep, what happened the day before, she forgot. That's what you remind me of, Ariana. I feel like you asked that question multiple times, honestly. You can't judge somebody's attachment style before you date them, because the process of dating them is when it's revealed. Unless they just know what it is. And most people are really bad with like knowing what their attachment style is. They're really, really, really bad at it. A billionaire with no memory is crazy. I told you, I think Ariana's AI. Does it gotta be a cheat code? Oh, I can tell. But I'm a professional. And even when I do it, it's just like a educated guess. I'm not always right. When you start putting the pieces together, I hear a little bit about your childhood, past relationships. But even that still takes time. Like you're saying, before you date them, you're not gonna have that. You're not gonna have that data. Some people literally don't even know what their attachment style is. It's crazy. Yeah, and like people try to take these online tests, and these online tests are all trash. They're all trash. I took one, and it was like, you're severely fearful avoidant. I'm like, fuck out of here. Shit made me mad. I almost emailed support. You motherfuckers. I almost emailed support. Fearful avoidant. I'm the least avoidant person on the planet. The least. Now, you ladies, though. Nah, you ladies aren't avoidant. You really should be a comedian. You missed your call. I appreciate you, love. Yeah, the tests are trash. The tests are trash. Maybe not for everyone. It's predicated on how well you know yourself. It's better to just read the attachment styles and a synopsis of each and then just see which one resonates. I'm proud to say I'm anxious. Anxious attachers unite. Anxious attachers unite. However, if you're a man and you are anxiously attached, you got to get that shit handled. Being anxiously attached as a man is a bad thing, because the traits that you associate with anxious attachment, culturally, we associate with feminine. When it comes to women, the worst thing they can be is avoidant, because the traits associated with avoidant attachment are classically masculine. So being anxiously attached as a man, bro, can crush connections. It's worse being an anxiously attached man than it is being an avoidantly attached woman. But an avoidantly attached woman is also not a good thing. You get avoidantly attached men. Avoidantly attached men have the most success dating. They have the most success dating. the most success. Anytime I've gotten a client who's avoidantly attached and he's a man, I don't have to talk to him about attraction at all. He already attracts women pretty easily. Can you have two attachment styles? You can be anxious. You can be fearful avoidant. Where do fearful avoidant men stand? I would rather be fearful avoidant than an anxious man. Because at least you still have like an avoidant side to you. So if you got with an anxious woman, it'd be the classic connection. But an anxiously attached man, they have the worst experience in the dating market. I'll make a video about that. Talked about it before, but I didn't double click on like they have the worst experience in the dating market, because they absolutely do. How does fearful avoidant different from avoidant? Because you also have anxious attachment. So that's the most complicated style, and it comes with the most variability. Meaning you can have, a couple of anxious attachers and they operate similarly. You can have a couple of avoidant attachers and they operate similar. Fearful avoidance, there's a lot of variability. There's a lot of differences. It's very complicated. Is ROCD real? What is ROCD? I feel like you just put letters in here. Shiz? Are anxiously attached men the ones who love the most? No, they fear the most. They don't love the most. That's not love. What you're seeing from an anxious attached person is not love. It's activation. It's not love. That's what they tell themselves. Now that I made content for like anxious people, some anxious people are fucking annoying, bro. Because they look at it like, I'm just trying to love. It's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Relationship OCD? Gotta be honest, don't know much about it. Don't know much about it. I'm very honest about my circle of competence. I've never heard about relationship OCD, but I will do some research on it. Is there any healthy attachment style? Yeah. I actually believe that if you're an insecurely attached person, I would rather be an insecurely attached person who works towards becoming more secure than to have been born secure. I'll tell you why. Because it makes you a more interesting person. Each attachment style, insecure attachment style, comes with a superpower. It comes with a superpower. So if you're anxiously attached, you have hypervigilance. You can read your person well. You can read situations well. The hypervigilance doesn't just apply to relationships. It also applies to life in general, right? You work towards earn secure. You do keep that ability to be hypervigilant. You just use it more consciously. And you have, I would say, a higher capacity to show love and affection. And when you heal, you can do it from a place of genuine intent instead of like trying to control somebody. Avoidantly attached people can compartmentalize very well. And they're normally very like intellectually stimulating people. So when they heal, they keep those traits. They just now also have a higher capacity for connection. Fearful avoidant people have a pronounced ability to attune to their partners. They oftentimes make some of the best partners because they can read you so well. If you're with a fearful avoidant person, you may have experienced that they get mad at you essentially for not reading their mind. Do you know why they do that? Do you know why they get mad at you for not reading their mind? It's because they read yours. They know you so well that they read your mind. They know exactly what you need, exactly what will make you happy. And when you don't give them that same courtesy from their perspective, they feel like they've been wronged in some way. Now, when they heal, they keep that ability to read your mind. They just are less crazy. They're not crazy. Well, the ones who lean anxious, it can appear to be that way. The ones who lean avoid it, not so much. If you need triggers to heal and form capacity, how long does it take to heal? Depends on the person, to be honest with you. Totally depends on the person. But you need a lot of reps. You need a lot of reps. You have to do it a lot. What about relapse? I mean, it'll happen, but you just, give yourself grace. You're human. And then do better next time. Try to learn from the relapses. Why did they occur? How can you course correct? My anxious attached style. Welcome to the family, love. I don't know if you saw me answer that I tend to attract men I don't want. What is the difference between the men you do want and the men you don't want? Is it just looks, or are there other qualities? I'm avoidant. Well, I gotta block you then, Ariana. Unfortunately, I don't do avoidance. Don't do those. I'm all the way good. My man always accusing me and saying I'm a player. Is that right, Slim Baby? You want to DM me about it? We can talk. We can just talk about your situation. No, but why is he doing that? What did you do to him? What did you do to that man, Slim Baby? What did you do? No judgment, but what did you do? Slim Bunny. Where did I get baby from? You even got an emoji just to make it clear. So I know I'm tired. But what did you do, Slim Bunny? General attraction, I think looks, intellect, character, the whole package. Yeah, I think you might be creating a false narrative about your situation. I think you might be wanting men who are just rare. So you're attracting more of the men who exist in that big bulky section of the bell curve, right? There's just more of those guys out there that aren't your type. So of course you're going to attract more of them because there's just more to attract. He's told me he's been cheated in the past multiple times. That'll do it. Yeah, he's projecting probably those experiences onto you. Or do you have Facebook because your service would do so well there? My clips, Ariana, are going crazy on Facebook. Going nuts. I was just complaining about them old white ladies on Facebook shitting on me in the comment section. They get mad. They start attacking you. No woman will want you. I beg to differ, Jade. I beg to differ. But let's talk about you, though. Let's talk about that waistline. Let's talk about those measurements. What does your love life look like? I'll be shooting back at them. My shit got a switch on it. Got a switch on it. Don't play with me. I think a lot of people will sign up there. It's the algorithm. I can't control where the content get pushed out. So I get a lot of foreigners. A lot of people overseas. I can't call them foreigners, but you know what I mean. In goofy countries where like the letters of the name just is all over the place. But they're performing though. So that's another check. that I received. Little Facebook checky check. I've gotten a few clients off Facebook. I'm streaming on Facebook right now, actually, Ariana. Not a big turnout though. You guys let me down. Normally we get like what? 40 to 50 people in the chat. Did I offend my fat white old woman female audience over there? My apologies. Do ad promos that are specifically US based. I'm not doing ads yet, Ariana. I follow more of an Alex Hormozy approach. One offer, one channel, till you at a meal. Till you at 7 figures, one offer, one channel. That doesn't really apply to my business because my offer can't. I'm not in a scalable business model right now. It scales to the point to where like I'm supply constrained. So there's only so much time I can give selling coaching calls. Only so much time in the day. Yeah, I know ads help, but it's like it also dilutes your focus. With my offer, my business works like this. People discover me and then they like the content and they get curious and they watch more of the content. They have to watch enough of me to trust me enough to give me money. I have a warm offer, not a cold offer. Ads typically work for cold offers, meaning you see a video ad and then you immediately get whatever they're offering. That doesn't work for dating coaching, dating and relationship coaching. That is a business model where the person has to see enough of you. So these lives serve that function. Once someone has consumed a few hours worth of content, they can make a buying decision. So y'all who watch me for hours per day is like, okay, prime to buy. Someone who just stumbled into this live right now, they're going to need probably a few more lives before they trust me enough to give me money. That's how it works. That's why I put more of an effort on YouTube. Think about it logically, right? Like if they have to think about it like someone has to consume X amount of me in order to buy. Let's say that's 5 hours. If I just made TikTok videos, they have to consume hella TikTok videos to consume 5 hours of my face. So I do these lives. But these lives, not everybody wants to watch lives for hours, right? So what I also have to do is make YouTube videos. So YouTube videos also serve the function of warming people up, giving them more time spent with me to see that I know what I'm talking about, because I do, but I can't force you to trust me. You have to come to that conclusion yourself. Speaking of YouTube, like I said, if y'all are anxiously attached, the video in my bio for anxious attachers, it's a master class for anxious attachers. It's some of the most helpful tips that I give clients, both men and women, who are anxiously attached. So click the link in my bio for that. Watch the YouTube video, like and subscribe while you're over there. I also stream these lives on YouTube, so if you ever miss one, you can find it there. Okay, last second questions. What do we have? No more calls though. What are some shared values people should consider? That's up to the person. It's just important for you to know what your values are so that you can know if they're shared with another person. Nicole, what are you spamming in the chat? Tell me about monkey branch. What are you talking about? Monkey branching? Thank you. I think I heard block. You're being weird. All right, no questions? Going once. Going twice. So, if y'all want to get your 1 hour coaching call so we can give you the clarity that you've been desperately seeking, not knowing what is going on in your situation, or if you want to get a step-by-step roadmap that will help you get whatever your relationship or dating goals is, this icon right here, hit that button below. Shoot me a message. I'll ask you about your situation. If you are approved, I will send you a link to book your call. Also, YouTube, like I said, I have a video for anxious attachers. You can go watch that. Link in bio. What else? Remember the Dallas trip? If you're interested in that, follow Danny, message Danny, fill out the form, all that kind of good stuff. All right? Appreciate the mods, appreciate the chat. I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all take care.